Hey Pensacola property owners and landlords, I'm Nicole with Realty Masters here in Pensacola. After years of high demand and rising rents, the rental market has changed and things are starting to slow down. We've been getting calls every day from real estate investors and homeowners who are thinking about renting their property, and some have their houses listed for rent by owner and they just don't understand why their properties are not renting. At Realty Masters, we are working much harder to get our investors' properties rented as well. I wanted to share with you 5 things that we are doing to help get our homes leased that will help you as a Pensacola area investor, and for our current owner clients to know that we are doing everything we can to combat the changing market. Number 1 is to understand the Pensacola rental market. Whether you own one property or a whole portfolio, understanding these market changes is essential to maximizing investment, as vacancy costs can easily be your largest expense each year. I wanted to give you some data on what's happening in the Pensacola rental market to help you better understand. Both Realtor.com and Zillow classify the current market in Pensacola as cooling. We're still seeing year-over-year decreases in single-family rental housing, and while it's marginal, reported between $50 and $100 year-over-year rental decreases, properties are not renting for what they have in the past. These rent declines reported do not factor in a returning trend, move-in incentives. We're seeing move-in incentives with a large percentage of apartments and build-to-rent neighborhoods offering incentives including free rent, ranging from 1 month to 2 months, and either waived or significantly reduced deposits. Keep in mind these move-in incentives were not present a year or 2 ago, so when you consider real year-over-year rent declines, they're higher than they seem. The figures are also skewed because of the large number of new construction and luxury properties that came on board in the last year that have a higher average rent. Vacancy rates are definitely up. We've seen a huge drop-off in demand for rental properties, and combined with increased supply, this will further lead to declines in year-over-year rent decreases, especially as the slow winter season goes on. Average days in the market in Pensacola MLS is currently 43 days on the market, with nearly 10% of active listings on the market over 90 days. This is something we've not seen in years, and we used to just say it would be a matter of time before your property rented, but we must now consider the possibility with so much excess inventory that some properties will not rent at the prices they're at, as do some not sell. We're seeing declines in certain types of properties in Pensacola, including new construction townhomes and homes in the Beulah, Cantonment, and Pace area, as an abundance of new construction communities came online in those areas. Number 2 is your property must be in good condition. With excess supply and low demand, your property needs to stand out above others. So it must be in good condition with fresh paint and nice flooring, or it will not rent. With more competition in the market, renters are being choosier, and homes with modern finishes, fresh paint, and updated appliances are more likely to rent faster. Number 3, your marketing must be professional and comprehensive. Now, that's where a professional property management company can really help you. We're pulling out all the stops to get properties rented right now. We've got professional photography, video tours, 360 virtual tours on Zillow. We're pushing properties on social media and in Facebook groups. We're working with community partners like Whiting Field Navy Housing Office and paying realtors who are showing rentals because the sales market is slow. We're boosting posts and sponsoring paid ads. And don't forget the basics of marketing either. Yard sales are still a vital piece of marketing. You can no longer just post your property on Zillow and expect to find a renter. If you post your property on Zillow today, you're one of 2,027 properties available for rent in Escambia and Santa Rosa counties, and this strategy is no longer effective to find a good tenant. Number 4 is to consider offering move-in incentives. We're seeing estimates from Zillow saying nearly 1/3 of all properties have some type of move-in incentive. This is something we've seen come back after years of being absent in the market, and it can set your property apart from others and compete with the multifamily and build to rent markets. Number 5 is be aggressive in pricing. While this is all stressful news, a slowing rental market doesn't mean that you're out of options. It means that now more than ever, it's time to be strategic about how you price your property and market it. The market decides what market rent is, and unfortunately, investors, we cannot use the price you had it leased at previously, and homeowners, we cannot use your mortgage and expenses to price the home. We're also seeing investors sending us active listings to show us how they substantiated their desired rental price. And there's a reason that we don't price properties based on active listings, many of which have several price drops or extended days on the market. Think a vacancy like this. Say your monthly rent is $1,500. Your daily rent loss is $50 per day. So if your home sits vacant for 2 weeks, you've lost $700. You could have dropped your rent $50 per month and still made a higher return for the year. If you want to try a higher rent, be prepared to closely monitor market activity and make weekly price drops until the home is rented. We know the changing market is frustrating, especially coupled with increased maintenance expenses and insurance renewals. For our owner clients, please, we want you to know that we are doing everything we can to maximize your rent while keeping vacancy costs low, and that we're working day and night to find quality tenants for your home. If you're a Pensacola property owner and want to stay competitive in the changing market, now is a good time to reevaluate your rental strategy. Contact us at Realty Masters for a free rental analysis. We'll help you understand what's happening in your neighborhood and how you can make the most of your rental property in today's market. At Realty Masters, we help landlords market their properties effectively to find quality tenants and handle all the day-to-day management so you don't have to. With the right strategy, you can still achieve steady occupancy even in a slower market. For more advice on managing your rental property, be sure to subscribe to our channel, and if you have any questions, reach out to us directly. We're always here to help.